we're gonna probably have a shorter session because I am house sitting.
No.
I don't have my normal setup, which is why we're on Discord. Please forgive me if I am delayed with doing things on Roll20 because I'm working off of a trackpad, so those things can be interesting.
All right, well, now that we're being honest, after work I also have to go away for about 20 minutes.
Okay. But are we all ready and in Roll20?
I am, and I'm also
there.
leveled.
Okay.
Level?
Now that we're here
Yeah,
and
we're
ready.
level 13 now.
Combat, aren't we?
Yeah, you have just started combat. It is the beginning of the first round against the mysterious masked man and his...
This is the robot guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
And his
13's after
robot.
this combat, though, right? Like, we're starting this one for level 12 still.
No, this is 13.
This is 13.
This one was
We're
13?
14 after this.
Okay,
apparently.
never mind then. Okay, yeah, no, mine's...
Yeah.
Alright, I have the level 13 here sheet,
I'm
so
just
I'm good.
checking my Roll20 sheet, I don't know. Yeah, it says 13. Okay. Yeah, well.
I don't know if my roll 21 says 13, but my Hero Lab one does. I think my roll 21's updated. But yeah, I'm in it, so... we already rolled initiative. Alright, cool.
Yeah. Now, as a reminder, we have spells on ourselves, so let's just remember that.
Yeah, I have them, like, on me as effects, so I should be able to
Okay.
track that. Resist energy, lightning. Did you do lightning on me, I think? Yeah, it says electricity.
Because when I
It
think
does
of
say electricity,
robots, I
right?
think of electricity, so...
Yeah.
I think we found out he does lightning
Oh,
damage
that's right.
from
Yeah, we found
the...
that out.
Yeah.
My
Joan.
hit points aren't right, though, so I'm going to adjust those.
Alright, so yeah, I have my longer buffs on. I haven't cast like haste or anything yet, though.
Oh.
Slinky has heroism.
But I have
And Meat Armor.
freedom of movement, grand destiny, see invisibility,
One-shot
heroism.
robot
Do we
ability.
have bark
And
skin on us?
Yeah.
Yep.
We all have bark skin?
Everyone, even Slinky.
Thanks.
Six
His
spell
AC is
slots.
actually nothing
Bears
to use at right
endurance.
now.
Mm-hmm. Alright, yep. And my thing is leveled on Roll20. Everything should be accurate. That I actually use on Roll20 at least. Which is
So
basically-
Ron goes first? Or Rodney?
Yep, Ron's up.
Okay. I gotta move.
He hasn't had enough time to think about what he wants to do yet.
Well, I was making sure all of my level up stuff was good. Let's see, move speed. Clicking all my buttons that I have buffs on. Bear skin, bear's endurance. Alright, got that. Alright, we're good. Haven't cast haste yet, right? Or
Yes, haste has not been cast yet.
then we're good. Measuring tool. That's outside my movement range. I'm gonna move up behind this pillar.
Okay. Do you do anything else?
No.
Okay. You're gonna get a cover bonus on this. Of +4 as I am going to roll some dice. as he takes his two arms and starts shooting at the closest thing approaching. And because you are outside of his range increment, the physical attacks will go against your normal AC.
How can I make that?
So does a 34 hit your normal AC at
No.
a +4 bonus?
No.
Does a 40?
Yes.
Okay. You take some 25 damages. And these guys are slightly outside of his range increment too, so they're going to be against your normal AC. Does a 35 hit your normal AC
No.
with the cover bonus?
No.
No. Okay. So you take 25 damages, and it looked like on this turn, his left arm shot some acid out twice, and it shot some electricity damage once, and then it rotates. Isaiah.
It's awkward because now I can't haste the whole party, so I'm just gonna have to pick. I guess I could haste me, Rodney, and Slanky, or I could haste everybody but Rodney.
I mean, the 3 melee people is kind of what's worth it.
I'm thinking that too. So yeah, I'm gonna haste me, Rodney, and Slanky. So haste it'll end on round. I guess if this is round 0, it's gonna end on round 12.
Okay.
And after that, I'll move behind this pillar, I guess. And I'll activate my luck bonus as a swift action. And
Sure thing.
that'll be my turn.
You guys rolled real high on the initiative tracker this fight.
Uh-huh.
Is Slanky doing anything?
He is waiting for orders, so if you want, he could just hold until Hester's turn, and that's what he's gonna do.
I'm going to do that.
I have a +10 on my initiative, actually.
So that means it's Zerdurian. What does Felix do?
It is Felix.
This is a guy that's immune to magic. That's right. Okay. I have a plan. Where's my highest level spell? I don't remember. I think he's immune to like all magic we found out, right? Like anything that targets him, he has full spell resistance. I have to Google this spell because I didn't copy paste it into my character sheet. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, this is gonna be. Wait, how big is that robot?
It is gargantuan.
So 4x4 squares, or
Yep.
I'm level 13, so I have to do math. 15. Shit, that's too big. God damn it. My plan didn't work. Okay, well, we have a new plan now. It's going to be... What's 10 times 6? 60. Okay. So I need to do some math. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm going to... How tall is this thing?
It is also over 20 feet tall.
Shit. My plan doesn't work. Okay. New plan. Oh boy. I need to delay till after Hester. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm delaying till after Slinky. I have a plan. It's maybe not a good plan, but I'm doing it after Slinky goes.
Okay.
And sorry, I
Charlotte.
had to do math.
Gosh, I didn't actually think I was gonna have a turn. Let's
So
see
quick.
here. Yeah. I will. I don't know if I can eject him out of that machine. And I don't see
That would
him,
be the
right?
win
I
button.
can't target him specifically.
That is
right?
correct.
Okay.
Just teleport or dimension
And I
yourself
believe you knew
inside
that
the
before
robot.
the combat started.
I don't know if that's possible.
Teleport me and
Hester,
Slinky into the robot.
Slinky can control it.
but,
I mean, if I wanted to be ballsy, that's what I do.
I'm not trying to be ballsy. I guess while I can, fireball? Wait, do we know if it's immune to fire? Did we?
We know that it's immune
Yeah.
to all spells. It has full spell resistance.
Oh, spell resistance.
Anything that
okay.
targets.
Right.
It's like a
yeah.
golem.
Anything
But
that
it's-
allows spell resistance, yes, it's immune to.
All right.
It's basically a hollowed out golem, is what that is.
Then I. Oh.
And its rider is its precious.
People moved and stuff. I move up to Asaya and cast Greater Invisibility on you.
I can cast that myself. But,
Oh,
alright.
okay. Then I cast Fly on you.
Okay.
Whichever works. Okay, that's what I do. Dang it. No fireballs. I gotta take this call though.
I'm going to do this for my reference and give you the wings. Where are the wings? Here are the wings. Hester.
I'm going to cast a spell, and that is
Okay.
going to be Righteous Might.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast that on... I'm actually going to give all of it to Slinky, casting it on him as if it were me. So he's going to get the full 12 rounds. Which means he's going to get bigger. So if you can increase his token by 1 size, please. I really need a whatchamacallit, quicken spell next level. Or whatever I can. And then I'm going to load my gun as my move action. And have Slinky stay near me for 1 more round of buffing.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Felix.
Okay, well this might be dumb. Whatever. I'm gonna cast a 7th level spell called Rampart, which
Okay.
constructs a 10-foot high rampart wherever I want.
Okay.
For the text, I will share since I'm guessing you're not intimately familiar with this spell.
I am not intimately familiar with all of the spells on the druid spell list.
But
And
you played a druid, you should know all
stats
of
are
them.
there. So I think what I'm gonna do, and Charlotte hopefully won't hate me. So I think I want to do the circle rampart around Charlotte and I, and maybe Isaiah as well, because he can fly out. And basically, I'm just building this massive 10-foot packed earth circle wall around us to hopefully protect us from the robots' attacks.
Okay.
So that'll be something I'll draw a shape once I figure out how to draw a shape. Draw shape.
Is this basically just a wall of stone? Is that what?
Yeah, it's
No,
kind of.
but yeah.
Sort of.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I need 15-foot radius is 3 feet plus 1 foot per level. So 16-foot radius. So is that close?
Yeah, that's close.
Close enough. And it's gonna go like here or so. Something like that. Maybe this is the inside of the wall and there's an outside that's bigger. Because it's 5 feet wide, I think. Oops.
Okay. Sure, you do that. You guys are now in a fort. You're tanking it up.
There. That's pretty close.
Actually, if it is there, that cannot be because Slanky is occupied.
Oh yeah, I'll shift the whole thing up a little bit, but yeah, you get the idea. I'll get it.
Yeah.
Positioned right.
I see you're leaving me out of your
Well,
pillow fort.
you were too far away, and I had
might
to
have to
pick.
knock it down.
Well, and also what I was wanting to do is I could do a line wall, but I thought the circle might be better just because it's full around us protection, hopefully. So I'm like I summoned this massive wall. I'm like an earthbender, so I have a massive wall to hopefully block the robot's next attack again if it goes against
Okay.
us.
You
That-
should have
that's-
cover.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll definitely have cover.
Well, now
They'll
we have
total
mega
cover unless
total
they
mega
pop
cover.
their heads up.
Yeah. And so keep in mind, yeah, this thing has 180 hit points per 5-foot section.
Okay.
And once it goes to 0, then it's breached.
Yeah, but it is only 10 feet tall, so this robot could probably just like step over it.
He could definitely step over it if he wants to walk up to us and step over it, yes.
Yeah.
But he can't shoot us from where he is.
Okay. Do you want to move?
No, I'm good where I'm at. Thanks.
Okay, Rodney, you're up.
Great.
My original plan was to put this around the robot, but it's too big, and it could just step out.
All right. So what I'm going to do is, how far is this? I think I'm within moving distance. Son of a bitch.
You have haste.
Yeah, I know I'm, but I also don't want to be up there all by myself. I'm gonna delay my action until after Isaiah.
No, you go first. No, you go first.
Okay. Well, there's some stone there. And there's this guy that he can't really see. So he'll keep shooting at the guy he can't really see. So this is again against your normal AC, and you have +4 cover bonus.
Nothing hits.
The 37 does not hit?
Right.
Pretty nice.
Okay. And this time it looks like he shoots acid twice, and there's like a sound wave that actually shatters this pillar. It connects with it and shatters it on its way to Rodney. So this guy's no longer here.
Wait, it shot acid, and that shot sent a sound wave?
No, it
It's been
shot
rotating?
acid, and then a sound wave.
Was a sound wave out of the one with 3 things?
Yes.
I see. So that's rotating damage type. It did lightning, now it did sound, sonic,
Yep, that's its turn.
Sweet.
So
I hope we get to keep
guess
the
it's
robot if
Asaya.
we beat him. Isaiah's invisible.
No, he's not.
Oh no, Isaiah can fly.
Isaiah can fly.
And I have haste on as well. I can cast greater invisibility, although I'm not sure if this thing I can maybe sense invisibility or something somehow.
It probably has sensors.
Yeah, or something silly. But I think I'm going to cast mirror image and hope that that works. So mirror image. It's a D4 plus 4. Okay, I get maximum images.
Nice. I bet he's gonna roll 1 every time.
I mean, maybe. Maximum images is 8 or 7. I think it was 8.
9.
Oh, it's 9?
Well,
No.
8 images plus
Sure.
yourself, so max 9.
Okay, yeah. Max is a D9, so yeah.
Yeah.
I have max images. I have 8 images.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god, roll 20, please. And then yeah, I'll fly out of the fort thing. I have to fly up, so I don't know how the. Let's see here. I'll just use less.
It's 10 foot high.
So I think this will be about 30, I guess, this way to get up over it.
Yeah.
And it's 30, and I'll fly in over here, I think, and then maybe next turn I can go in to attack this thing. And that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. Rodney, you have one last piece of defense between you and the thing.
All right. So Rodney, starts yelling, rages, and he like runs into combat.
Okay.
Not runs, but moves. Run implies something else. I guess it would be that square there.
Sure.
Alright. I'll take my boxes. And since this guy attacked me, that activates my special power. When I attack
You've triggered
him,
my trap card.
So 40.
That'll hit. It doesn't look like all of your damage goes through, though.
Okay.
Oops.
I wonder how much does.
Wouldn't you like to know?
How much HP did I gain there? 26, alright. Plus 26. Minus 5. Alright.
Charlotte, you're in a fort.
I see that. Is Rodney hurt already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I sigh at this newcomer.
At the mech?
No. The other
Oh, you're stuck with
newcomer.
Felix.
Well, I guess I'll take this opportunity to cast Fly on myself, and then I'll drop to the ground prone because I know that thing is taller than this wall. So, actually, I'm gonna 5-foot step, then cast Fly, then drop prone.
Okay. Can
Wait.
you go ahead and put
If I
wings
drop
on
prone,
yourself?
I can just magically fly, right? I don't have to stand
Yes.
up. Okay. Yeah. Then that's what I'll do. Wings.
I can't believe you don't appreciate my wall.
I gotta get around and put buffs on people, man, and you're making it hard. Oh no, not that wing. The angel wings?
Hester. Yeah, either one works. As long as there's wings, so I know who has fly and who doesn't.
Alright.
I am going to cast Divine Power on both myself and Slinky, splitting the duration with
Okay.
my feet. Put the buff on Slinky's sheet. And he has haste too, right?
Yes.
He does indeed.
Okay, good. He's pretty beefy now. Okay, and then I tell Slinky to attack that big mech.
Okay.
And he's gonna look kind of weird because it's like, that is not a person, Master.
Does he have the attack anything trick?
Well, see, that's why I'm whatchamacallit. He does have attack, but I have to make a whatchamacallit check. A handle
And
animal.
animal.
And I
Okay.
think I actually fail that by 2.
Slinky says that it's gonna hurt my teeth.
But he's
Yeah.
unsure.
Yeah,
It looks just
it's
like
like
a big
he's not going to
metal
attack
thing.
that.
Well, not right now. I'll try to handle him after this, and I'm gonna move to
Okay.
get him to follow along with me.
Yeah, he'll follow you, but he's not attacking it.
Yeah, he's just like, hiss, protect, mistress. And that's my turn,
Okay.
and Slinky's turn.
Felix.
Oh boy. So I have this wall here. I can't really see over.
Yeah,
Don't know
yeah,
if I
that's
thought
a
that
thing.
one through very well. What do I have? Can I target area that's outside here or not?
Only if you can see it.
Oh boy.
That's why I sighed at you.
Yeah, well, I didn't
If we
think
were
this
getting
one through
hailed
all
by
the way.
arrows, sure, but we're not, so I don't know.
Well, it might help against the energy attacks it's shooting out because those are actually
Maybe.
ranged.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, I think it'll be good for defense. I just don't know what I'm gonna do now.
Fly? Do you have fly? No. Wild shape so that you can fly? No. Do you have wild shape?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you can
I
fly.
will wild shape into a Tweety bird.
Or just become an air elemental.
Yeah. you
I'm
can
doing
do
this
that.
for your sake.
Arrow.
An air elemental.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I do that?
Standard action, right?
It's a
Is
standard
that
action
wild
unless you
shape?
have feats. Yeah, it's wild shape.
Alright, at 12th level, I can change into a huge elemental. So, a huge air elemental.
You want to become a huge air elemental?
You told me to.
You
I
can become
I
suggested
wanted
an
to be
air
a Tweety
elemental.
not necessarily a huge one. You can also do smaller ones, but
I
Because
would
if I'm
suggest
huge, I'm easier to
medium,
hit.
as it is the easiest to deal with in terms of applying size bonuses, as there are no size bonuses to becoming medium.
Can I turn into a small air elemental so I'm hard to hit?
No, you don't want that.
I mean, you can, but
You
you'll.
won't do anything.
You won't do
Alright,
melee damage, but do you really
But
want
I'm not
melee
trying to do
damage?
melee damage though.
He's not trying to do melee damage.
So my goal here is I was thinking if
Well-
I'm a small Tweety bird, it's gonna be impossible for him to actually hit me with shit because
Can
I'm
he
like a
cast in
diminutive creature or
elemental form?
something. Yeah, I have
Do you
wild
have
speech.
wild spell?
I have the thing for that. I don't remember what it is, but I have it.
Okay.
You have
Natural
wild spell
spell.
and what? Natural spell? Okay.
I have wild speech and natural spell.
Okay.
Both. Yeah.
Yes.
So I wanted to.
You
So
are good.
if I turn into a tiny Tweety bird, isn't it going to be like super hard for him to hit any ranged attacks against me?
It's going to be harder, but not necessarily out of the realm of possibility.
you'll get
Alright.
size bonus to your AC. So
Whatever. I'll just turn it into a medium
That
air
applies to touch
elemental
AC.
because I don't feel like dealing with the numbers.
Now you can
Okay.
fly.
And
Ta-da.
then I can fly.
Now you have probably fly speed 100
6.
perfect.
I heard that you should only get the full 100, but maybe you do. I don't know.
I
you
think
only
at
get
wild
speed.
shape 3 or at form of elemental body or whatever it's called. You
Oh.
and since he has
Scales up.
the third one, he gets the maximum bonus.
It functions as elemental body 4.
Yeah. And if elemental body 4 has fly 100 perfect, then he gets that.
Oh,
Fly
don't
120,
have it.
120 perfect.
Oh, jeez. Nice.
Okay, so that's what I do.
You do that?
That's
You want to
standard
move?
action. And then I'll move like up over here, but I'm still hiding behind the wall.
Okay.
And then next turn I'll move higher and be brave.
Brave.
Yep.
Okay. We have this thing, and it took some damage from a guy who's up close and personal. It's going to take a step back to measure its aim, and it's going to focus its guns on the thing that attacked it up close and personal. These are going against your touch AC. You are within its range increment. So 34, 24, 38, 31, and 16. Do any of those miss your touch?
who's that on?
Rodney.
34, 24, 31, 16. Everything hits.
Okay. You're going to take 25 and 14 physical damage. Give me a second. 17 of it's going to be cold. 17 of it's going to be fire. And 18 of it is going to be electricity.
Oh, I just did that wrong. Shit. So 56 minus. All right.
And that's his turn. Isaiah.
Wait, is Rodney? Oh, did you have 5-foot step or something?
Yeah, 5-foot stepped.
Okay, Rodney's like practically almost dead, so that's pretty cool. uh,
What else is new, according to Charlotte?
I am going to use Fantastic Stride, which is basically just spring attack. And I'm going to spring attack on this guy.
Okay.
And move over here. And then let's see. I don't have to refresh it. No, not this round. I have to refresh it next round. Okay. So, no, actually, we started around 0, didn't we?
We did.
No, that's still fine. This is the 3rd round in that case. Okay, so I'm going to swing at this guy. Do I want to use a +8 bonus on my attack? Or I could use a +4 from Grand Destiny. I could even use both if I really want, but I don't think so. I think I'll just use only the +8 from my luck bonus. So I'm going to use Inexplicable Luck on myself. Give myself a +8 to this attack roll. Oops, wrong sheet. And then I'm going to swing at him with the Joan of Arc Adamantine Longsword.
Okay.
So, and this is just going to be a single attack because I spring attacked.
That'll hit, most definitely.
Okay.
So all of that damage looks like it goes through because this is an adamantine longsword, that's correct?
Yep.
So your longsword slices into this armor. It meets more resistance than you normally get when you have it configured to such, but it's like your mithril longsword slicing through normal flesh.
All right.
And you deal all of that damage. Isaiah, I mean Rodney.
Hey, Mantis. I
Yeah.
think I need to turn into a huge elemental
Okay.
because I don't know exactly how this works, but I get a +6 size bonus to Dex. It's huge, and I get like I don't know if that. I think I only get the 120 fly speed perfect if I'm huge also. So I just want to do huge, and I already set up the buff on my character sheet. If that's all right.
Okay, did you set
say I
up
did
the
huge.
penalties for being huge, such as the -3 to attack and the -3 to AC for being sorry, the -2 to attack and the -2 to AC for being 2 size categories larger?
No, but I can do that.
Okay, make sure to do that too. Okay, I'll make you huge. I'm going to move you so that you fit.
Thanks. I just
And
want to
you
be
can
big.
actually
You know?
see out of this thing now.
Okay, -2 to AC and -2 to attack. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm not attacking anyways, so joke's on you. So now I'm tall, though, right?
Yeah, now you're tall.
Okay.
It can see you and you can see it.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I get I get lots of stuff for being big, like DR.
Rodney.
All right. So, what I'm going to do is 5-foot step up and 4-round attack,
Okay.
and a fit of rage. So I'll do my d20 plus 31. This is my haste attack.
That'll hit.
All right. And then I'll do my it's a roll 2d6.
I'm going to make this easy and tell you this now. It is immune to precision damage.
Okay. So that's the extra vicious damage.
No, that's the sneak attack damage.
Oh,
That's
okay,
sneak attack
fine.
damage. The vicious damage is untyped.
Oh, okay. Plus 2d6. So that's
It's immune to sneak attack?
first set of damage. And I'll roll the vicious damage after these attacks.
It looks like all of those hit and the crit confirms.
Alright. Roll d6. Shit.
So
Minus
let me do some maths.
32.
Math
plus
is
all
not a
of it.
plural.
It is depending on
Whether
which
you're
version
wrong
of
or not.
English. What?
Yeah. It says depends on whether you're wrong or not.
Pluto, do you have
You speak
evasion?
Cubonics.
I do have evasion, actually.
Okay, you're gonna need it. Spoiler alert.
He's shooting a fireball.
I'm counting on your saves not being garbage because I know they're not.
Okay, so
Yeah, my saves are pretty good.
and then there's a crit. Most of the crit damage looks like it goes through.
Vicious is excited. Oh, and you have freedom of movement on you, don't you, Pluto?
I do have freedom of movement.
Okay, this shouldn't affect you.
So you deal a bunch of damage to it. As you can see, like its knee joint or whatever is starting to dent in where you're bashing it.
Okay.
Charlotte.
I'm going to fly up. Did the Staff of Nirvana have a range, or...
Yes.
Let me read that.
So, ranged spell works as though ranged spell, the ranged magic spell. So if it's touch, it goes to close. So whatever your close is.
I can probably reach Rodney then. Either way, I'm gonna fly over this wall and get closer.
Okay.
Maybe too close. And I'm going to send... It looks like I get to roll some percentages too.
You do.
I'm going to send a 4th level, cure critical. Looks like it's updated. And then, oh. Shit, looks like I get to clock out of work too. So Rodney, you heal for 33. What's the first percentage? Cast spells this way is 10%, being a swift action. Oh! That means I get to do it again. Wait.
If you so choose, it'll cost another spell of that slot.
I'll do that. He's pretty hurt and we kind of need him.
Dope.
I probably don't get to roll percentage again, do I?
No, you do not get to roll a percentage again.
Okay.
What was the second percentage?
If
whether or not it spends a
consumed a spell slot.
That's a pretty good item.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
He's white mage official. No
So,
longer mage.
Ron, you healed for 63 that round.
Don't worry, I'll lose it all next round.
Maybe it might just attack me now though, because I did a ton of damage to it.
Close is 55
Although you did,
feet.
you did too.
Rodney did way more damage than you, Pluto. Pluto, you dealt like
Yeah.
24. Rodney,
Even if you
even
didn't,
including its
even
DR.
with DR, you full rounded it, so you did a lot more damage.
Yeah, he
probably.
full rounded on a crit.
Yeah.
Alright, so Mantis, I gotta go. If it becomes Charlotte's turn, she's just gonna fly around and heal with the staff.
Okay.
3rd and 2nd level spells for now. Unless they really need it, then do 4th or 5th.
Okay.
Thanks, Healbot.
Hester.
Menlo?
My turn.
Menlo.
It's my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I think I forgot that I have a +4 bonus on handle animal because he is my animal companion. But I'm handling him. So I'll just go with it for now, but Hester's gonna handle him again and tell him to attack the big robot.
Okay.
So I succeed
Still need that one.
because of that
But you
+4
do it.
bonus. Yeah, that's what Slinky's gonna do.
Okay.
He's gonna get up there.
Succeeding on a nat 1 feels good, man.
Okay, so let's see. Am I with that? Yeah. So he has a reach of 15 feet. Am I correct in assuming that this is part of the thing square?
Yes.
Okay. Then Slinky is going to bite.
Okay.
He'll only take the first attack. He's
Yeah.
not full attacking.
So that hits. It doesn't look like all of the damage goes through.
Doesn't look like the poison did much to the robot.
No, I doubt it's going to do anything to a construct.
Yeah, the poison doesn't do anything to the construct. So let's
Alright,
see.
great.
Okay.
And then with my turn, I'm going to cast Fly on myself.
Okay.
And that's it.
Felix.
Okay. We're gonna do some spellcasty things. I'm going to cast. Boy, I hope this works. I'm gonna cast an empowered obsidian flow on the robot
Okay.
and
Go ahead and
others.
draw your circle for me.
It's not big enough. I can't. Yeah, I'll make it big this way, then move it. It should be 20-foot radius. 5, 10, 15, 20. That looks maybe like that. Close enough.
I don't see it.
Oh, close enough.
Let's see.
Should be 20-foot radius. That's 20. That's 20. 20.
Yeah.
20.
That's good.
Cool. So I can position it up to 55 feet away because that's my close range. So I'm basically going to put it like trying to not hit Rodney with it is the point here. So I'll put it like
Okay.
there. So yeah. Basically instantaneously all this ground turns into molten obsidian glass. Creatures in the area take d6 fire damage per 2 caster levels, so that would be
If
66,
I'm
but
flying, does that affect me?
probably doesn't.
It depends on if you're on the ground or not.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I had to fly. I never flew back down once I flew up from going over
Okay.
the fort. So
Great.
It doesn't
So
affect you.
yeah, so it's 66, but it's empowered, so it's going to actually be 96 damages. And the
Okay.
DC is somewhere. DC is 23 base, and this is transmutation, so I think it's 24 based on my feats, but let me double check. Feat, spell focus, transmutation. Yeah. So it should be 24 DC.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage.
And it's half if he does the thing. That's a lot of sixes.
That is a lot of sixes. That is a lot of sixes.
And
Yeah,
in
I don't
case
think
we
you'll ever see that kind of damage again.
want the text, there's the text. So he becomes entangled too, if that's possible. Reflex save that he beats on, what I say, 24. Then he is not entangled and takes half.
And it looks like all of the damage goes through as he sinks into the sand pit that's now molten glass, and it looks like it's stuck for now.
Cool. I can't believe that
And
worked.
there's it looks like there's like some extra energy pulsating out of it. And it is going to
Jetpack.
attack the thing that smashed its kneecap real hard. Sorry, Rodney. You're the biggest threat. Those are all against your touch attacks, so 30, 32, 27, 33. The 15 automatically misses.
All right. I think I'm might live because the 13 or the 15 misses.
Everything else
20.
hits.
So you take 22 and 26 physical damage. And you're
Yeah.
going to take
Oh yeah.
10 and 19.
Yeah, the type doesn't matter.
Okay. They're going to be electricity, and then the last one is sonic.
No, the
Oh, you don't take
electricity.
it. It misses.
Electricity though, he has electricity resistance, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I
type
don't?
does matter.
Yeah.
How much electricity resist do I have?
Like 20 or something.
I think you have 20 electricity resistance. Or 30 maybe, even.
I think it was 20, but I'm not sure if I remember.
Well, shit, if it's 20,
It might even be 30 because mine is 30. That Charlotte cast on me. I thought she cast that on you as well, but
Might be 30.
I don't know. Secret's not actually here right now, so I can't.
Alright, I'll keep that tentative.
But I mean, that's what's on my sheet. I'm pretty sure she cast that on you as well, but I don't remember 100% for sure. But
I thought 2 people cast it between the whole party,
maybe
but I don't know who the other one was.
might
Was
have
it
cast it on
Esther or was it
somebody
you?
as well or something. I don't know if I have do I have resist energy myself? Actually, I don't. So it wasn't me. I don't know.
Well,
Somebody cast it on me though. So
if I have it, either way, I'm going to have more HP.
Now your character can die instead of just being knocked out.
I mean, it would be cast level 13. Whoever cast it on you, so it would be 30.
Yeah.
Unless they used an item or
Shit.
something.
Are the damage types the same in order of a full attack? Or is it like offset?
It's been doing
Uh,
different stuff every round. Like it's
Yeah,
probably some sort
it
of
does
random.
stuff at different. It's random every round.
Yeah, like he probably rolls
Was last round acid?
Yeah.
something like
So
that. But this time it actually did electricity damage, which is good for us because you have
you
electricity
guys
resistance.
have fought it for enough rounds. I'll give you the key.
Okay.
That's that energy. Those 3d5. So there's 2 electricities and 1 sonic this round.
Wait, that doesn't match.
What? 2 is cold, not electricity.
Those are not the numbers. Those are the numbers of what attack it is, not the numbers corresponding with
If
the
you
element. It
hover
doesn't have
over
a
that
box around
13,
it, so it's not a roll.
you see how the first d5 is a 4, the second d5 is a 4, and the last d5 is a 5?
Says electric, Sanic.
Electric.
Yes,
electric.
exactly.
Oh shit, I got even more HP then. Last.
Wait, which of the attacks? That's for the last 3. The first 2 are always
First 2 are
acid.
physical. Like it lasts like 10 minutes per caster level or something like that. So it was one of the series of buffs, like along with like that you have bark skin from Felix.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Secret should be back in the channel now.
Yep.
Alright, I won't. Hello?
Sorry, I
What?
just don't like when my Discord goes red.
Anyway, yeah. So Is it gonna move?
That's. Huh?
No. Okay.
No, it doesn't move. Isaiah.
I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna full attack action at this time.
Okay.
And hope that I can do some damage to this. So go back to two-handy my long sword, and then let's see. I have to re-up my luck as a swift action. That's okay because I have intentionally avoided taking anything else that uses swift actions. Where the hell's my pen at? Oh, well, whatever. I'll just do a notepad or something. There's like no good way to track the Grand Destiny charges otherwise. So growing Grand Destiny charge. So there's gonna be a +4 to this attack,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna use the luck bonus for this. Although I can retroactively, like post roll, do a +4 instead of a +8 on it. So first attack. Make sure my things are checked on there. Okay. Oh,
That'll hit.
if there was a flank, it's a little bit higher.
That misses. Even
That's
with a
damage. That's damage.
Oh. Right. A 28 will miss even with a flank. But we're not
20
going to get to that point because that energy that was welling up in it, it releases as you hit it, and it explodes.
Okay.
So everything that is within 30 feet of its edge needs to give me a reflex save. So that is Slanky and Charlotte, and obviously Isaiah and Rodney.
All right. I'm going to use Grand Destiny charge number. Well, no, I'm not going to use any buffs on. I'm just going to take
Okay,
my
that's pretty
flat
good.
reflex save because it's pretty good. It's a pretty low roll, but
Who
So
does
I'm gonna-
blow up this color?
I guess I could have rolled it on the character sheet. But yeah, 27 is my reflex save. I do have evasion. Do I have improved evasion or just regular evasion on this character? I think I just have regular evasion.
And Rodney.
Good for taxes.
All right. All right. Yeah, I do have evasion. Okay. I lost my mouse cursor. There we go.
It looks like everybody except Charlotte saves. Those with evasion, you don't take damage because of rogue space.
Mm-hmm. Somehow the huge snake evades all of the damage.
Yep. And Secret's gonna take a bunch of damage, and Rodney's gonna take half of this.
Rodney has evasion too, actually, I thought.
Yeah, I do.
Does he? Oh, he does? Okay, then Rodney doesn't take any damage. So Charlotte takes 46 fire damage or 44 fire damage. And some additional slashing damage.
Wait, this thing's destroyed?
Yep.
That was easy.
We might still have to fight the pilot, maybe? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but it's the pilot. We know the pilot doesn't cast spells, I think, from doing the star map stuff, and he's in a big robot thing. Is he really gonna be
I'm
like?
sure he's
super
probably not
strong?
as. I'm pretty sure he's not. Like, the robot's probably the biggest thing. We might not be. I'm just saying, we might not be quite out of it yet.
And
Might be.
you guys are out of combat,
Oh, okay, never mind
but
then.
this explodes with such force that it actually punches some holes in the walls up off to the right. somehow you guys evaded, but it looks like there's some casualties in this front row.
Oh God.
Jeez.
Hester's like, ha.
You like the elves dying? Oh
And,
no.
A couple seconds later, you see this mask sort of come down from the sky.
A mask?
Yeah, a mask.
Is it going to revive the people that died?
I don't know.
Or rather, we don't know. I'm sure you know, Mantis. You're like, and then he's like, no. Mantis is also like, no, I actually don't.
I don't know. I'm just
I just
rolling
made
it.
it up. I'm rolling the dice. That's the table.
It's casting any random cleric
Mad
spell
Lib
that's
table.
10th level.
Like a Mad Libs
Alright.
table, like the rolling the dice mask descends from the rules sky.
You guys won secret.
Oh.
And you took a bunch of damage because you're the only one in this party who doesn't have evasion and was kind of close to it on its death throw.
Congrats.
What kind of roll is it for the death throw?
It was a reflex save. You rolled a 13. Save was DC 25.
Ooh, barely made it then. I thought about using my retroactive luck thing to give myself a +4 to that roll, but I was like, 27 hopefully is good enough.
I guess I turned back into my normal self. No longer. I didn't even do anything as a big air elemental besides see over the wall.
Hester's very proud of Slanky.
Pretty much. Charlotte did some pre-buffs and heals on Rodney, which otherwise he would have been dead. And then other than that, it was just Rodney and I just grinded through this thing with
I did some damage. I did 44.
Actually, you're right. You did some damage too.
Rodney
built
dealt
the wall.
95 damage in one turn.
I built the Trump wall, okay?
Good job.
I'm keeping out the Mexicans.
You detained a bunch of
You
little
could
Mexican
argue
You
kids.
realize
Did
that
more
elves
harm
are
than
the
good.
closest thing to Mexicans in this campaign setting?
Yeah, and notice
they're
how
Native American.
none of them are in here.
None of them got into his wall, yeah, so it worked.
No, one of them did. You.
Oh shit!
No, I'm an air elemental. I'm not a freaking elf.
The Mexicans built the wall.
Oh, they paid for it
Oh, they did it.
with their caster slot.
Oh god.
And yeah.
What does the mask do though? It just comes down and it's just hovering there.
Yeah, it comes down.
I put it on. No.
There's some other stuff in this rubble, but it depends on if you want to look around or not.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the freaking dudes are gonna show up and take all the stuff, but I will look around.
Is
I
everyone
want this
cheering?
stuff.
The dudes.
I'm trying to see if the guy that was in
they're
there
not.
is still here.
Everybody is screaming except for the masked guys.
Oh,
which
get
is
over
not-
it! Get over it, stupid elves. That's what you signed up for. I'll say,
Yeah.
I'll say, are you not entertained or something? In my best. Russell Crowe
Are you
impression.
not entertained?
Yeah.
What house, was that for?
Oh my god.
I'll do my best Russell Crowe imitation, and then I'm gonna look through to see if that guy's still alive, like the guy that was piloting this thing.
You don't see any remnants of the guy, but you do see his gun.
Oh.
Okay. And I gotta really look at that. My perception check. This is like Philippe level perception here. I rolled
No.
a 40.
Not even close.
It is
This is
actually.
No, it is. It's a 48.
Oh, you're 38. Oh, okay,
That's
sorry.
a 48.
I was looking at your 28.
Yeah, no, it's a 48 on my perception check.
Yeah.
Because this class gets half your half my character level onto perception checks as a class feature. So
Oh,
pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah, nice. You are Philippe levels.
So
It's
yeah,
Philipping awesome, isn't it?
yeah. Plus, I have all the some magical buffs. The only one that isn't active right now is heightened awareness. So okay, I'll pick up that gun, even though I'm sure the thing's gonna, because I'm sure there's a dramatic payoff for it. We'll see if my hunch is correct, I guess. But what do I see on this gun?
Uh, you see an inscription on it,
Uh
and it says, "To my beloved Daniel."
huh. Okay, yeah. So that means that is confirming my suspicions. And then I'll, I'll look over at Hester's direction and debate to myself if I want to show her the gun or not. I guess.
Yeah.
And this is a tough decision, but I'll maybe I'm guessing they don't want us to. Well, I don't know. I'll hold on to it for now. I'll just kind of hold on to the gun for now and see if the freaking watcher
The
guys show
hooded
up or
figures
whatever.
come out and bring you your up to 25,000 gold piece items that you guys all desire.
Oh,
Uh huh.
another item? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not before I
Um,
check his body or what's left of.
Yeah, that's what I already did, and I found that's where I found Dan's gun.
Is there a body?
No, it got incinerated, but his gun survived. Like his pistol that he was shot at the ground with like 7 times or whatever.
What's this one? This one's 25,000, right?
Yeah, up to 25,000.
After deliberating over the decision for a little while, I'll just kind of walk over to Hester and I'll hand her that gun, and then maybe kind of like put my hand on her shoulder and then kind of like look sad and walk away.
That's
Like,
weird.
I won't say anything, and
Isaiah
then
hardly ever does that.
yeah, but I
Why
figure
would you
that when
decide
you
to
look
give me a
when
gun?
you read the inscription on the gun, you'll get it.
Do you say that?
No, I don't say anything to you. I just hand you the gun.
Okay, well, I look at the gun, and does that like stand out like very quickly?
Yeah. Yeah, you see that there's an engraving on it, and it says, "To my beloved Daniel."
Do I think this is talking about Dan?
I mean, why don't you just go and look at the dude? We had a mask.
Because his body got incinerated by the explosion.
Oh, of course it did. Of course it did.
How convenient.
I think it's. I guess it's kind of interesting because it leaves a slight amount of doubt, right? Like maybe it was a different Daniel.
Yeah.
Although we did ask,
Well, when
Is
she
there-
gets the
are we
gun,
fighting
she sees
someone
the
we know?
inscription. She shakes her head and audibly says, "No, no, it couldn't be." And she's gonna like keep looking around for a body. And
There was a
Sleepy's gonna
mask.
hiss.
Yeah, the mask
did I-
came down. I don't know what it did.
I'm gonna
He just said it
take
came
a
down.
cloak of resistance +5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide
yeah.
between 3 items.
Um. So, And they don't. The masked figures don't take away the stuff from the remains. They just sort of leave after they bring you your reward.
Oh, that's different. I guess they figure it's mostly destroyed anyway. Or maybe this stuff wasn't like maybe this stuff didn't belong to the house that backed this champion, or this champion was backing, or whatever. That's something we probably could look into more later, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to stay here for any longer, or should I pull you back to the Elven city map?
You can pull us back as long as I can still figure out what I'm getting.
I mean, whichever's good.
Yeah, I don't need to be on this map. I actually did not pick a 25,000 gold item because I couldn't remember the. I was gonna ask and then I forgot to do it. What the item, like what the cost was. So I was like, I don't actually remember what it was. What is it for next session, by the way, so I can get that?
35.
It's 35 for next session. Okay, let me like write that down somewhere, or put it in chat. So that way I can remember to get that done. If I don't just pick one right now.
Does anybody need a cloak resistance +2?
If Slanky could wear it, he would.
I could use it, but I might just get the +5 like you got.
Okay. Because I gotta sell it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sell mine.
Sell your old cloak?
Yep.
See, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do that because my saves are already really good anyway. I don't really need to spend a magic item slot to do that.
Charlotte cannot afford to be affected by any spells with this group of people. I must protect you.
So I think my AC is actually like not terrible. During that last fight with the bark skin and haste, I had AC 31, which isn't great, but isn't terrible. Between that and mirror image, my defenses I feel like are okay. They're in an alright spot. They're like good enough that I'm probably gonna eat like a first attack on an iterative from like most things, but maybe not take like the later rounds on an iterative. Which is decent place to be in.
I guess we loot Dan's body. What's left?
We took his gun.
You took his gun, and there's a mask.
They didn't take their own mask?
No, that wasn't
I detect magic on the mask.
It detects his magic.
Okay, I take the mask.
It's the mask of the betrayer.
I guess Hester's distracted by the gun and thinking like, what if this was Dan? To like, I guess keep looking around, except for if she were to see some remnant of this guy.
Go ahead and give me a spellcraft check.
But Hester is like angrily cursing, and not like really loud, but audible like around her. And she's saying things like how could you? Like you better not.
So this works like an amulet of proof against detection and location, except it's a mask.
Does anybody want to wear a mask?
Not especially.
We'll probably just sell it. sell it to the masked people. Do you want your mask back? Huh? I know it's valuable.
I'm just gonna get the cloak of resistance +5 as well. I think that's just by far the best thing for me.
Yeah, I was scrolling up and down the list, and I was like, I want to get the most out of this 25,000, and that's it.
Yep.
There's a few other
'Cause
things,
there's
but
no +6 I'm gonna get, so it's just good.
no. In Pathfinder, most things max at 5.
No.
Yeah.
As an enhancement bonus, yeah. I know one that doesn't, and it's bracers of armor.
Oh, that's interesting because that's the other thing I was looking at.
They'll keep going up.
Yeah, but that works like armor, not
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Which I
it's
don't
armor
wear.
that doesn't encumber you at all.
I still don't have armor. I don't know, man. I'm a
That's
terrible
true.
druid.
It's
Well, the
even
thing
better.
is, if you don't
I
spend
should be doing wood armor.
if you don't spend a bunch of money, you don't keep your armor bonus when you're wild shaped anyway, unless you
Right.
have like the specific type of like wild shaping armor or whatever. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what it's called, but there's an enchantment you have to use,
Wild armor is the
something like that.
magic
Yeah.
type. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get hit very much.
Question: does the wealth we're getting have to be an item, or can I spend it on crafting something?
It has to be an item.
Okay.
I guess I'll just get a Gorgon belt. Like,
Yeah, I saw that. That looked
Oh,
dope.
those are nice, yeah.
yeah, because yeah, the prices for belts are really awkward for the figures we're getting. Like I won't be able to do a +6 on the next one because they're 36k instead of 35. And just a normal +4 is like only 16. But if I get one that has an extra effect like a Gorgon belt or something, I might look through a little bit more, see if there's
That
something
doesn't
else.
boost your con. Yeah.
No, this one just does strength, but I'm only wearing a +2 strength at the moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if I continue just getting bear's endurance anyway, that's not going to stack with a con belt. So, strength belt I think makes a lot of sense. I mean, I was looking as well. There's like an elemental earth belt is a +4 con, but I don't want to give up a strength, and I think increasing my strength bonus a little bit further might be a good investment. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm just going to get the I think I'm just going to get the Gorgon belt. Yeah, I'm going to do the Gorgon belt. The things that it gives you bonus, like, well, being able to charge through difficult terrain might come up, maybe. Probably not super often, but it probably, I bet it comes up at least once at some point. The paralysis breath is kind of probably not ever, I'm probably almost never going to use it because it's DC 18 is pretty low, but yeah, I'll get the Gorgon belt.
Okay.
I never get hit.
Says the guy who's
You
been
should
through,
just say
what,
that
4
now.
characters?
On this character.
Of course,
Well, that's because, like, there's priority targets, which are basically the melee up in his face, so Rodney...
DR stacks, right?
No.
is gonna probably
it
take
takes the
most of
highest.
hits.
yeah, usually it takes the
Oh.
highest applicable DR.
Dang. Because whenever I turn into an air elemental, I just get DR5 against everything. But by default, I have DR3 against silver. Because I'm a werewolf druid. Yeah.
You're a werewolf druid? What?
Well, not actually a werewolf. I'm the Mooncaller archetype.
The more we learn.
I know, right?
Yeah, you haven't seen me at the full moon yet.
So,
Is the wings of flying that cloak more than 25,000?
And
I didn't see that one, but
we're also leveled up
Oh, I have to level up too. Oh my god.
Well, you're supposed to already had your level up
Too
prepared,
much work.
technically, but
Yeah, I also was supposed to,
But
be here
if
on
you-
time.
if you didn't have that done, I know Mantis did say it's just going to be a shorter session today, so I don't know.
Do I need to do it now? I mean, I'll do it now, but do I need to do it fast?
Yeah, probably not, because we're probably not going to do the combat. Although if you have new skill bonuses from leveling up, you might want to get that
Yeah,
done. I
I'm
guess,
working
for
on it.
that.
If you guys level up fast enough, we might be able to get this combat in. If you don't, then we're not going to get the combat.
I mean, I'll need at least like 10 minutes probably.
So aside from leveling up your characters, what are your characters doing in the fights? The general sentiment towards your group is not favorable because of the casualties that happened at
It's supposed to be a fight to the death,
last
isn't it?
fight.
Oh, they're just
Yes,
upset
but they
because
were.
they're upset because of the death explosion, which, to be fair, wasn't our fault, but whatever. They may not know that.
Spectators
Spectators are dumb.
that died, not the participants.
I mean, it's not our fault. He exploded, not us.
You mad at me?
No, we're not mad at you, Megan.
Huh.
But
Man, I really want to make my gun magical, but
I didn't even get to use my level 5 spell that I got last level.
oh no!
Oh, I get an extra 7th level spell. Oh,
Actually,
boy.
the only one that I had a level 5 spell that might have been useful is Bard's Escape, because I can use it to teleport other people around. I could have maybe been like, "Here you go, Rodney," and just teleported Rodney up to him or something. Now die quicker as I teleport you to him. It does say willing targets though, so
oh, I can get the corset of dire witchcraft.
actually I could have teleported us both. Do I? I think we would have had to have been next to each other though.
That's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
get.
like we don't have to be when I cast it, but the end location we would teleport to next to each other. So I wouldn't be able to like teleport us into like starting out flanking, but
I'm gonna get a corset of dire witchcraft.
I saw that one. Dope.
This one's pretty
Didn't do
dope.
much for me.
I'm not familiar with that magic item. What does that do?
It's actually not super strong, but it's cool. It's 22,000 gold pieces. It gives me a +4 armor bonus, so it's always mage armor.
It's like mage
basically,
armor
except it's
always.
not. Except it doesn't protect against incorporeal attacks. That's a big difference.
I see.
It's +4 armor bonus, and when I commune with my familiar, I can enhance 1 hex I know, and that increases its cast level by +2 for 24 hours.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a witch item.
wow, this is really good for a level 2 spell. Babble. The spell causes the target to break into a fit of bizarre, uncontrollable babbling. The target also becomes nauseated. It just lasts rounds per level, but it isn't unlike other similar spells. It doesn't say that they necessarily get a roll to end the effect, like every turn. Which is strange to me. Like hold person, they get to make a save every round, but I guess hold person is the same level spell and is a more powerful effect than nauseated, though. But the other thing it does is creatures within 30 feet of the subject that hear the target's babbling have to make a will save or become fascinated for as long as the babbling persists.
That's not going to do anything in combat.
Generally, yeah, but occasionally it might.
Well, if they need to cast spells,
I might be able
but
to
they
use it to
can't.
completely avoid a combat or something. Like if you go first,
Yeah, it's useful to avoid a combat.
or if you roll really high in initiative, if that's the first spell you cast, you might be able to
I'm ready to
diffuse
go.
a combat.
Okay. For the week in between, is there anything the party would like to do? Again, the general population is not remarkably favorable to you guys right now.
That's fine. I don't like elves anymore, anyways.
Okay.
Turning into
I don't
Sokka.
understand. We're victors. They should be cheering for us.
Well,
Yeah, but it's how you're getting your victories that they're
Well,
not.
We didn't. I wasn't here, but apparently we didn't do that. But whatever. Charlotte doesn't want to go and defend us. That sounds lame.
I was gonna say one thing you could do, like if that bothers Felix,
Yeah, I
he could
definitely would want to
try-
try and.
he could try to go like try to go
Defend straight
defend. Yeah, like I don't know. I'm not sure how you'd go about doing that.
Look,
though.
guys, he
Like, you just go-
exploded. We had nothing to do with that.
Like you just go to like random taverns and try to like defend your honor with words or whatever. Like, how do you want to approach that? Or do you want to like go be like, we need to spread flyers around? I don't know. Like,
That's up to you guys.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
telling you what the current status quo is.
I think Felix
If
is the
you
only
guys
one that
wanna do
really
anything
cares
about it,
because I
that's
think
your
everyone
problem.
else is just like, I don't
Yeah,
care. They
we
can
don't
hate us
care.
anyway. But
We're
Felix
super
might
powerful
care.
beings.
No, I tell you guys, like, if they're looking unfavorably towards us, that means that other people may be able to get away with more sketchy tactics, and then the people won't be upset about it. We need the people on our side. It's the only thing that keeps these games fair.
Well, that and
Okay.
the Watchers, I guess.
Yeah. But a lot of stuff that like things can happen outside the arena that, if the people don't care, then they're going to get away with it. So watch your back, and we should try and convince the people that, it's not our fault that the thing exploded. I don't know how to convince them of that.
Diplomacy.
Yeah, I'm not exactly the most outgoing kind of guy.
Well, it's how people respond to you.
I wasn't expecting to get spring attack so soon on Slinky, but I do.
Yeah, Spring Attack's pretty useful.
Yeah.
That's what I picked up last level, except it's like the weird. It's Fantastic Stride, but it's basically Spring Attack.
I'll ask my
I like that it's
father,
called Fantastic
Mantis.
Stride. It's Fantastic Stride is it's a funny ability name.
What are
I
you
wanna-
asking your father?
I want to ask him what he thinks. Like, I told him about our fight. I don't know. Did he watch? Did he go? Does he know?
Roll me a d4.
All right, hang on. I was getting a drink.
Hey, Hester. Look at this spell I have now.
What's that?
I can make everybody fly.
I rolled a nat 1, Mantis.
I say that's
No, he didn't watch your
very
fight.
good.
But not only
Of course
that,
not.
I have prismatic spray.
All right, so
That
I'll
sounds
tell
fun.
my father about the fight,
Yeah.
about how the golem exploded at the end, and all the people were horrified, and they think that we did it, even though it was just a golem that exploded, and now people are not happy with us. And I asked him what we should do to, redeem ourselves or get the people to not hate us.
Go ahead and give me another d4.
Alright, I'm just gonna take up a little utility spell for my level 2 spell. I don't think taking a save or suck spell is gonna be useful for that slot.
Says, "Oh, that's a mighty fine story you have to tell me, lad. When did this happen?"
It just happened not at the fight, like what,
Today.
a day or two ago. I don't know when it is now, but
I guess maybe you're talking to him like a day later. I don't know.
I found out that the people were still upset about it like a day later. And I'm like, man, I thought they're horrified at first because of the shock, but they're still angry at us. We had nothing to do with it. We just defended ourselves.
Well, the elves have long memories, and they're good at keeping grudges.
I know, Father. That's why we
Wonderful.
need to change that before it gets ingrained in their memory.
He squints a little bit and he looks at you again and he's like, "Oh, you're my son. Yes,
Oh
yes."
God, he's forgetting by the day.
Yes, yes, I am. Never mind. And I just have a very disappointed look on my face. And I leave and think to myself, what can we do?
Tricky.
I don't come up with any ideas. So unless someone else comes up with an idea. Because I don't think me going out and trying to, talk to the people is going to work.
Well, the truth is none of us actually care except for maybe your character. So I don't know.
Right. So I'm upset about it, but no one else
Yeah.
cares. So we
I mean,
move
like,
on in
I
life.
think at least 2/5 of the party doesn't like elves.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, no. Me the player, I don't care at all. But me, Felix, I want to make things right.
Oh, I know what Hester's
Okay.
gonna take. Not chain lightning.
Ooh, I have chain lightning. We can chain lightning together.
No,
You can do a
she's gonna.
chain of chain lightning, as it were.
She like demands that her patron give her insight into a question that she cannot like get out of her head ever since that fight.
Okay.
And she's gonna go and get the material components for it, some ivory and very expensive incense from these hippies.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Okay.
You're finding it hard to purchase anything that's over 1,000 gold
Oh,
in
it's
the
not over
city.
1,000 gold. It's 250. 250 gold worth of incense.
You can purchase that, but if you're like trying to sell anything or trade anything that's actually like worth something, they're not going to sell it to you.
No, not that expensive. The 4 pieces of ivory are 50 gold each, and the incense is 250.
Okay.
But she's going to cast vision.
Okay. And what does this spell do?
I pose a question about a person, place, or object, and it gives me a vision about what I asked for. It's
Okay.
very powerful divination. And my question is about Dan and what of his life up until now. So then I gotta make a cast level check
Okay.
against DC 20. And I feel like it's as if a person or object is at hand, or if you're in the place in question, you receive a vision about it by DC 20. I do have his
I'm going to
gun,
keep the
or at
DC to
least what I
myself.
think
You
might
can
be.
go ahead and roll the check.
Yeah. Okay, I think I succeed even with the hardest DC. That's 30. So yeah, Hester wants to know what of Dan and what about his life up until now?
Give me a quick second to look at the legend lore spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, vision works like legend lore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's quicker.
Yeah, that's funny though. I was looking at possibly taking legend lore because I as one of my spells for this level, but so I can get it as a level 4 bard spell. I ended up taking something different though.
So you see a vision of Dan wandering through a desert, and you see the sun rise and set many times through his wandering. And he looks to be on the brink of death when a figure you've seen before approaches him and takes him to tower, nurses him back to health. This figure you've seen before, you would know as Vincent. And later, you see that Dan seems to be mostly refusing his approaches, but over time, he starts his will starts to fade in some degree, and Vincent shows him something with his gun, and he takes him to a cave back in England. You know it's England because of this giant clock tower. They go into the clock tower and then down underground. And he shows him the mech that you just fought. You're not able to pick up on any of the words that they say because this is a vision. And then you see Dan get into the mech once, and he seems strangely fulfilled, as though Vincent has told him something that he wants to hear. Later, you see him come to America, and before crossing into elf territory, Vincent gives him the mask that you have, and then the vision goes silent. And that is the end of it.
Wow.
Okay.
Rude.
That seems like a really good spell. I'll take that one.
Hey Mantis, is it winter or late winter?
It is autumn?
Or autumn? Shit.
I think it's winter in my game.
I was assuming it was the end of the year, but that's right. The freaking festival that's year long doesn't actually start at the beginning and end at the end.
It does. It starts at the beginning and end of the elf years.
Yeah.
They get their own dumb calendar.
Yeah.
So there's this spell called Control Weather, and I wanted to make it like lightning
It's
thunderstorm
very good.
or something,
Yeah, and then you get better call lightning.
because then I get better call lightning, but it's not the season for it.
It doesn't have to be a season. It's a spell.
No, I can only turn
sometime-
it to the weather that matches the season.
You can have lightning storms during the fall.
Well, it says the
Yeah.
only possible weather I can do in autumn is hot or cold weather, fog or sleet.
Oh.
So
yeah, but
yeah.
does any of those things say lightning? Thunder?
No.
Storm?
Well, I mean, the thunder is in spring. Spring has tornado, thunderstorm, sleet storm,
Oh, okay.
Summer
That's
has
weird.
torrential rain, heat wave, or hailstorm, which I assume hailstorm has lightning, but whatever.
I'm assuming
what
that's
guys were
probably
doing,
assuming
like-
a temperate environment, though. Like, I bet depending on where you're at, you might have different options. But that'd be
Yeah.
up to Mantis.
Mantis, can I make it thunderstorm?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast
But-
this spell.
Before you cast that spell, not that it actually matters unless you just want everybody to be miserable because it's thunderstormy out.
Yeah.
It's gonna give us a -4 to our range attacks and perceptions. Not that perception
Well, it also
matters,
might
but-
not apply because we're fighting
We're
down
in
the
an
bottom of
arena.
in the massive hole or whatever under the earth.
Oh.
So
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna control the weather because I can, and I have nothing better to do this week.
you could also
but
just
you
be
get a angry and sort of disgruntled person who's knocking at your door in the middle of the week.
rude.
Okay, I'll answer it. But I assume I don't know he's angry and disgruntled until I answer the door.
Maybe you could tell by how he's knocking.
Maybe he's just really excited.
Okay.
Like, oh,
Open
a
and find out.
fan.
Yeah. You've come for my autograph? Here, I already have a stack
Oh,
of
God.
photos signed right here. Take your
More
pick. I like
narcissism
this
in
pose more than
Zergling's
that
characters.
pose, but no,
You
no.
need
Okay,
to play
I
like a
answer the door.
narcissistic to a max. You need to play a celebrity bard next
Eh.
time.
Or
Yes.
like a celebrity sorcerer.
Celebrity
Is there such
vigilante.
Yeah, like the dumbass
Oh.
celebrity sorcerer who doesn't know jack shit has like a 7 intelligence.
No, I'm gonna be a celebrity vigilante, man. So everyone thinks I'm dumb, but then I put on my mask at night, and
That
then
actually-
I'm super serious.
I actually was thinking of maybe changing my mind and going to a vigilante for the society character instead of the fighter. But I don't know.
I mean,
I think
you're
I'm
not
still
gonna get me to do a whole lot with the 2 personality aspect, so that's gonna be wasted. Like, you'll have to force that into the game yourself, because the society's not designed for it.
All right. I mean, there's
Kind of
the
thing
is,
that I'd want to play in a homebrew, I think.
you could swap between like they have the sections sometimes in those where they're like a non-combat section, and then that's like a lot of times like it could be something where I use my non-combat identity there, but yeah.
So what's the guy at the door want, Mantis?
So the guy at the door tells you that by majority vote from the 16 major houses that the rest of the tournament matches are going to be played deep underground in a cavern. That one of the houses has graciously allowed to be as one of the new tournament space because of the casualties from last match, and that
which
scrying
house?
devices will be used to show the tournament matches to the public.
Which
And
house
this is the
owns
house's name.
Okay.
Erexis.
Okay, I tell him I am grieved by the loss of life and completely agree and understand. I think this is a great idea. Thanks for letting me know.
And he then leaves.
Was he still as angry when he left? Or
Yeah, he was
when
still angry.
But when he saw like I was sorry and
Yeah, he was
Okay.
still angry.
You didn't even roll a diplomacy check to try to convince him to.
Nah, you don't want to see my diplomacy check.
Maybe I do.
I think
Well,
we've seen it before.
I clearly tried.
Hey, that's not bad. It's
Yeah. Anyways.
That's like an average commoner.
Yeah. Well, it's
Slightly better.
it's a worse
Commoners
it's
are
a
typically
worse
like 10.
bonus, but it was a good roll.
So I'm gonna make it storm because I'm angry, and thunderstorms make me get my emotions out.
Okay, you make it stormy.
I
Everybody
stay
in
inside
in
all
the
week.
city, after the first couple of days of thunderstorm, are
48
just
hours
48 hours. Okay,
per
so
cast for that one cast, I should say.
for these 48 hours, everybody in the city is even more grouchy than usual, except for the water-loving elves. There's
And
a
except
family
for
of those
Felix.
guys.
No, this is perfect.
Felix feels happy.
Oh, are we
because
gonna talk to Joan
this
now?
means that Hester can have her like moment where she goes out and curses at the sky in a rainstorm, like a thunderstorm, or whatever.
Okay.
Like that is we need to have a thunderstorm for that moment to happen. So
I'll take the thunderstorm, but she's getting very broody.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
Every day, like she's assuming the form of a crone with her threefold aspect, and she's
Uh-oh.
like just like brooding.
After the 2 days, I don't recast the spell, so it's only for 2 days that it storms.
Okay.
And she's gonna cast this spell like every chance she gets. She's gonna
The
She's
storm
gonna
makes me
start
feel better,
scrying.
though. I thought about doing some greater scrying.
Okay,
And
who are we
she's
scrying
gonna
on?
Vincent.
I want to scry on our next opponent.
Vincent?
That's who she saw with Dan.
question is, does Vincent have detect scrying on or something to like reverse scry with? Because he might.
He's just going to play a replay. Like he pre-recorded his life, and now he's playing it back to you.
He could have. There's a spell called like I can't remember what it's. I can't remember the name of it. There's like a spell you can use to like mislead people that try to scry on you and give them like a false
Yeah.
vision. It might actually just be called false vision, actually.
Dope. Yeah, when Hester's done, I'm going to greater scry on our opponent, whoever
greater
who's our
scrying.
opponent. Yeah, I just got greater
I
scry.
can't
and
get greater scrying
I've
right now.
nothing better to do with my level 7 spells during this downtime. So I'll take one
You do
slot of
not.
it every day.
You do not scry on Vincent.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
What a scry, baby. You should scry harder.
What can I make permanent?
Oh, I could cast a permanency spell?
That
Oh, I
costs
have to have
money.
the thing, though. I have to have the meta magic and the money. Yeah.
It's not a meta magic; it's a spell.
Yeah, it's just a spell. It costs money.
But you combine it, you cast it with another spell. And
But
Okay. I don't
yeah,
have that, I don't think.
she's gonna try and scry on him like every day until the next fight.
Okay.
Creeper alert.
What is your base?
The save.
Save, yeah.
It's 21, and then I know him. I've met him, so the will save modifier might just be +0. I don't know if I know him well. I don't think I do.
Okay, so go ahead and give me 6 of those.
Do you want me to roll something?
Yeah, just cast your spell
Okay.
6 times. It seems like none of these succeed.
Okay.
He
I'll have to
apparently
gather up
doesn't
the.
want to be found.
Yeah, I'll have to gather up the materials for another fission, but I don't have the money. Oh, but I do ask
Oh, you
Isaiah
have
because
to
I know
spend
he was
components to
at the thing.
scry. Screw that.
What?
1,000 gold to scry.
It's the focus, so you only need
It's
it
the
once.
focus. You need
I
it
don't
once.
have it. I don't have it once. Can I borrow your mirror, Hester?
No.
Oh. I'm gonna make it storm again instead.
Okay. You make it storm again.
So it's like a day
Alright.
goes by without any storms, and then it's gonna storm for another 48 hours.
Give
I
me
love
a
this
caster
line.
level check.
A druid casting the spell doubles the duration and affects a circle within a 3-mile radius. So good. If I were a caster level check, where would I be? Found it.
Uh, 12 hours into the second storm, it gets sunny again.
Dang it! Someone fixed it. What do I know of our opponents? Are we asking Joan anything about our next opponent?
I
Is this
don't
the
know.
championship?
This is not.
Oh,
There are 16 houses.
so that means there's
It's probably the semifinals, right?
Mhm.
16 goes to 8, 8 goes to 4, so we're in the 4.
In the round
And
of
then-
4.
Yeah, next round is the finals. So who
Yep.
are we fighting? We must do research.
Yeah, this is something that you would know and would be common knowledge. So the house you are fighting,
As long as it's not the one who
Yes.
owns the freaking cave.
it is not. It is House Weishern.
Okay, and from what they've done so far in the tournament, what do I know of what they've done so far?
That is something that you're going to have to ask around for.
I didn't get to watch the other fights.
I will assist you asking around this week.
Okay, more like I'll assist you.
Well, I was gonna ask her out as well, so
Okay.
I'm Felix. I'm helping.
I just need to update my
Mm,
working on updating my character sheet.
they may
So-
not like me because I don't like them. I might have a snarl on my face. I don't
It's
know.
fine. I'll probably find some information. You might get a little bit, but I'm actually pretty good at this. Not the best because I haven't put like as many ranks as I maybe otherwise would have wanted to. But
One thing Isaiah likes about the elves is that we don't have policemen.
You might.
We enforce our own laws with the elders.
Okay, well,
Although those spooky guys that are like the rule people for the fights, maybe they're the closest thing to policemen.
I had a hard time picking like what utility spell I want to pick for my level 2 slot that I get this level. That's like hard for some reason. It's harder for me to pick a low level spell than it was for me to pick the high level spells.
Yeah, 'cause
There are
they don't
usually
really have as
more
much
low-level
purpose.
spells.
Yeah, that's because I have a lot of them already too. Maybe I'll just take like share memory. Like it might come up at some point where I'll be like, I want.
Yeah.
Like
You
it might
can
be kind of cool to
Share your
at some
memories with
point.
me.
Yeah, or if I like, it's like instead like I'll be like instead of explaining to you, I'll just show you. I don't know.
You tell them this story, but you kind of exaggerated, but they still get it, so you show them, and it's not as
Yeah,
triumphant.
I can do the Thanos thing when they show up, where he's like, "You're home," and he's like, "Yes, and it was beautiful," or whatever. Have you guys seen that movie yet?
No.
Of course I have.
I actually quite liked it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was
Anyway,
good.
so here we still have. Yeah, I don't have that many ranks in diplomacy, but I have a decent amount. Why is it so much higher? Okay, because applying the buffs to it. Okay, so yeah, I will cast. So here's how I'm going to approach it because I know that people do not like us, right? So
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Disguise Other on me and anybody who's going to come with me, so we look like completely different, unrelated elves.
Okay.
And I'm going to gather information. So let's see. I'd have to do a
I'll
disguise
join
check.
you with that disguise. I don't know if that gives me any bonus to my 11, but I guess
The
I'll
disguise, the spell. If you use this spell to create a disguise, you get a +10 bonus on the disguise check. Also, if they interact with the illusion on you, so if like they touch you or something like that, like if you shake their hand, they get a will save. But I'm gonna try to avoid physical contact with anybody I'm talking with.
So I get a 28. I really look like an elf. Maybe.
And I'm also gonna have heroism on
Okay.
myself while I'm doing it, but not the luck bonus. So my that does not include my +10. So maybe people will be able to tell. The thing is, unless they have a reason to suspect, they probably won't even be making the perception check versus my disguise check anyway. But if they are, that's what it is. If they need to make a will save versus it because they touch me, then it's a DC pretty low. It's a DC like 14, but or 15 rather. But that probably won't come up either. And my gather information check is going to be a flat 20. A nice little 20 there.
A flat 20. Okay.
Yep, because the heroism bonus.
Yep.
I
So
think we're probably aiding.
let's see. Do you have like cultural adaptation cast?
No, I don't. I don't even have that spell anymore. Actually, I traded it out at some point.
Okay.
For a different spell. I would have taken it to get like retaken it probably if I had a level 1 spell, but it's a level 1 spell, not a level 2 spell. So they might be able to tell that like that might give them the reason to roll versus my disguise check. They might be able to realize it's someone that isn't like actually an elf, or they might think I'm an elf, but I'm a different elf, or they might tell from my accent that I'm a foreigner. But hopefully they don't know. Like I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully I still get the information I'm looking for. I guess.
So you you go up and you talk to some people at one of the watering places where they serve strange elven alcohol.
Sure.
And you start to get people talking about, oh yeah, the champion of the Wayshorns. Yeah, and then he's like, wait a minute. I feel like you don't sound like you're from around here.
Oh, we're from far out. We're those country elves.
Okay.
We're not from the city.
Also, we'll have glibness, and that if I need to make a bluff check, then I should be able to kill that. So, what's a good bluff for the why I sound weird?
We're from out of the
I'll
country.
just bluff
out of
and
the city.
say
because elves from all around come to the capital for the tournament,
No,
so we could be from a completely different part.
Stop it. Stop it. Be quiet. So my bluff is that I'm going to say that, like, I'll kind of act like I'm kind of embarrassed about it and say that I have a speech impediment. And I'm going to use my glibness spell here to give myself a plus 20 on bluffs to convince people the truth of my words. So, this is my bluff check. This is not with the plus 20 from glibness, which I think stacks with heroism. I think it's a different type of bonus. So,
Okay.
I'll aid him by like confirming.
wait, no, you don't do that. Stop it.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that. Don't go up with your bluff and your also non-elven accent and say, yes, he also has a speech impediment. Oh, yeah, I do too. Like, that is not going to help. No,
Okay,
if you go
I
up to, like, start
speak,
talking,
but I'll nod
like,
yes
I-
as you say
yeah.
that. Okay. I will not speak.
And
I will only nod.
he goes up to put a hand around your shoulder like a understanding hand. So what's the will save?
It's only a 25 or a 15, so it's pretty low.
I'm aiding as well, but I have an elven accent, so it doesn't give anything away.
Sure.
And he goes like to where he thinks your shoulder is, and he swipes through the disguise a little bit, and like he seems to notice, and like he just runs his hand like through like where an imaginary piece of clothing or the illusionary piece of clothing might be, and like he does that for your ears, and like you guys can see his finger like going through where the ear is.
Sure.
This is kind of creepy.
And he's like, "You've bamboozled me. I don't want to talk to you outsiders." And he goes and he talks to some other people.
Fine, I'll try again in a different place. I'm sure there's lots of other places. I can't even try again here with a different disguise, honestly. I cast disguise other again. Disguise myself as a completely different elf.
Okay.
But, alright then.
Wait, Mantis, are we not allowed to watch the other fights?
I mean, we
They
didn't
happen
often.
simultaneously.
I thought there was only one arena.
There's been the arena that you've been fighting in. There are others down in that pit.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can always ask my
Go
father.
ahead and give me another gather information check, Pluto.
Alright, sure.
I'm Felix, I'm helping. Hey! 18, baby.
So maybe you guys split up in your bar, but people, a similar thing sort of happens to Isaiah a second time, but Felix goes and he finds somebody who will actually talk to him, and they talk about, yeah, they were at the Weishorn's match when they won, and they had some outsider using real strong sorts of magics, and there were a couple of other people fighting in there too. The Weishorns, they specialize in water stuff, so they turned into water elementals and smacked the other team around while this caster just immobilized them and stuff.
Oh, wow, that sounds serious. I sure would hate to... Wait, I'm in disguise, right?
Yeah.
I sure would hate to be the team who has to go up against them next.
And he's like, yeah, you know who I heard it is?
Who's that?
I heard it's them no good Orieths bringing all those outsiders into the match and killing some of
Who'd
the
you say?
spectators.
You mean the
Yeah.
Lurowins?
Yeah, Lurwins.
Okay, I'm like,
My
that's not
bad.
my last name. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. To be fair though, that I saw their fight, and that golem exploded on its own. They didn't do it. I don't think. I don't
Oh,
blame
you're
them
one
for
of
it.
those Lurwin sympathizers then, eh?
I don't
see how it
sympathize.
is.
I just say
he
that's how I
moves
saw
over
it.
and he spits in your drink.
No, he didn't.
He did too.
I splashed it in his face.
You splash it in his face.
Well, there's gonna be a
And,
tavern
like,
fight. Where's Brew
he
Guy?
goes up to try and punch you, and one of his friends is like, "Oh, stop!" And he holds him back.
It's not worth it.
And I just stare at him and say, "You disgust me," and I turn around and leave.
And they're like, "What's his problem?"
And now you've met the Father Reinhardt of this campaign.
No.
What?
What?
Sorry, that was a inside
Insert
joke.
character?
between- Huh?
Like Reinhardt, like Overwatch?
No, it means
No.
like the from Second Darkness.
Oh, okay.
No,
I don't know.
not
I'm not really believing
I
this is
guess.
Father Reinhardt.
no, not the drunk guy. The guy who stopped his friend.
I need to see more.
I
of
guess
him.
I don't get the reference.
Plus, although I had to play him, I'm not the creator of Father
Right.
Reinhardt, so I can't really judge.
I was teasing. Anyway, moving on.
So I when we reconvene later, I tell the group what happened and about how he spat in my drink, and they're like, "Oh yeah." And I did find out that these our next opponents are going to turn into water elementals, and they have this really powerful outsider caster, and he just like immobilizes people and disables them while the water elemental family goes to town.
All right.
Told you there were other outsiders, not just you guys.
Well, yeah. The last one was an outsider too.
Oh yeah, JK.
But
Seems
Yeah.
like there's a lot of you outsiders.
well,
But-
maybe not that many, but maybe they're just the ones that are winning.
You're not outsiders to me anymore.
Uh huh.
So what do you think? You think we have a chance? I don't know. I do a lot of fire kind of spells. I don't know if that's gonna work real well against water elementals.
Perhaps not, but
But I can do lightning too, and lightning should do a lot against water.
So this will be the first fight we have though, where it's not just against one person. So
Yes. We need a plan.
Mm. I'm
yeah.
ready. I have my plan.
Yeah, I'm level. I'm level.
What's our plan?
I heal your dumbasses. As
Well, I
you
can do
die
some
slowly,
more.
methodically.
I can do some, do a few, what are they called? Divinations or whatever.
I think
Okay.
that's a good idea. Do we know what water elementals are weak to?
I know that they are immune to
There's like a few
precision.
spells.
Yeah, they're immune to precision damage. I mean, you can turn into an elemental, so I mean, whatever you're weak to when you turn into an elemental.
Mantis, do I know what I'm weak to when I turn into a water elemental?
They
Sort
don't
of.
have any particular weakness.
Yeah,
there
they're
are
not
some effects
particularly
that
weak to
work well on
anything.
them.
You know, they have DR. You know, they're really good, like, in the water, but they're a little bit slower not in the water.
You know that they're that you would know is like fire stuff is probably not going to work very well against them. And since they're elementals, they are immune to things like bleeding and paralysis and sleep stuff. They're immune to poison. They can't be flanked.
Lightning should do well, though,
You
right?
can't hit them with sneak attack damage. I don't think they are like particularly weak to lightning, but I think it works against them. I don't think they actually have anything that are specifically weak against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only it was more like Pokemon. It'd be a lot easier.
Well, it's
Well,
not.
I mean, in like a fire elemental is weak to cold and water like stuff, but yeah, it doesn't work the
Yeah.
other way around as in quite the same way.
Okay. So I know I'm one spell I'm not going to prepare.
If you fight a water elemental in water, it's stronger, obviously.
I wonder if they're going to try and summon water.
They might. I think water elemental is actually a penalty for fighting on land, so they're probably going to do something to try to fix that. Or they might just have
No, I
like
don't think that's true.
they might have them flying or something like that.
I don't think they get a minus. They just don't get a bonus.
Right. They just can't, like, do their special ability, basically. Their kit is kind of useless on land, that's about it.
I thought they had
They
like
just don't get their good stuff.
I thought they had like a thing that said like if you're on land, if they're on land or if their opponent's on land, they get like a minus to their
Not
attacks
that
or
I've
something.
ever seen, but yeah. Most of the time when I have them, I have water.
Right. I mean, yeah, most of the time there's not a reason. There's not really any reason you run into a water elemental when there's no water around, right? But I think when the rare cases you do, like if you're just standing on dry land, like they are not as effective. So I would expect them, the guys are fighting, to have some way to create water terrain or something. Even if they don't, they probably are gonna like they have spellcasters, so there's a good chance that even if they don't, they're gonna at least have them like flying.
Probably.
But I mean, what do we want to? I guess I don't want to deal with the fucking like asking like 30 fucking yes no questions. I don't think. So I might just do more like the other one, where you just ask the vague questions and do a couple of those.
Okay.
Unless somebody wants to come up with a list of yes no questions, but
Not
I don't know.
really.
No.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I'll just ask like, the Joan of Arc, what the I guess maybe I'll just leave it super vague. Because I don't know, too loopy right now to like think of like
Make it good.
to ask like good pointed questions. So I'm just gonna ask what she thinks. Like what should we do to prepare for our fight against them?
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
No, I'm just.
I mean, it's just Joan of Arc's opinion. And
Yeah.
it's allowed to be
Isn't being the
intentionally
game
vague.
master when players ask these questions fun?
That's why you always give your PCs a bunch of crazy divination shit,
Yeah.
so they can ask you a bunch of vague questions.
I love those see into the future ones. Oh, you see up to a half hour
Well,
into
that's
the
why you
future.
don't.
Yeah, I know.
Well, some PCs can just get it, so that's why you're like, I don't allow clerics or wizards into my games.
I don't want
Well,
that
now I
bullshit.
have divination. It takes a while to get, though.
I'm teasing, though. But let's see. What should you do to prepare for this next fight?
Yeah. That'd be funny if her answer was like, ask me better questions. Like, oh yeah, good
Help the son
advice.
of our Kenobi.
We didn't ask
You're
for
our only
sass.
hope.
But I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll just be something really vague. Prepare resistance to cold damage. I don't know. Make sure you can breathe underwater. I don't know. Maybe the answer will be like,
Do or do not. There is no try.
yeah, maybe it'll be even more vague, or maybe it'll be like, you have done well. You should be fine.
Only
We
the water
proceed.
elementals can prevent forest fires.
We proceed to not be fine. Joan of Arc, you lied.
Yeah, breathing underwater, that might be a good idea.
I have an ability that lets me breathe underwater.
I had one. I don't know where it's at now.
In other words, they're just gonna be punching us with bludgeoning damage and worry more about the guy who's trying to disable us.
What other question? Like, I'm assuming that we're doing this like a few days before, because
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
ask.
three, probably.
They probably only have a couple questions, but does anybody have any other like good questions they want to ask, or terrible questions they want to ask? I'm not too picky at this point.
Who is the spellcaster?
If this was Tiki, I'd have all kinds of terrible questions, but
Okay, so what do we know about like? I guess we could ask Joan of Arc.
Or like, what spells does the spellcaster do? Or
What can you tell us about the spellcaster? About the
she likes long walks on the beach. Rose.
his
Yeah.
name rhymes with Clincent.
She's looking for a man. Brown hair. Oh, the bird people. Bird person, maybe?
Bird person.
Those are the only not seem to be people, unless it's... No, everybody else was very much what they seemed to be. Maybe. Who knows? Prepare for confusions and charm people and hold peoples and stuff, though.
Dang, I'm still under wealth by level. Quite a
Are
lot.
you really?
Yeah.
What is
Well, every time we go
what's
up
the
a
wealth per
level,
we're
it just
supposed to-
increases drastically.
Yeah. I am above the half. I'm 85,000 gold under wealth by level according to Hero
Oh
Lab.
shit, yeah, I'm really far off too. Okay. I thought Mantis was being generous, but I'm just being selfless.
I think most of us are under wealth by level, but
You're most of you are under wealth by level,
We're all under.
but you have
except for
to
that.
understand that a lot of like adventure path wealth by level isn't optimized stuff.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
wait till you see the society, man. Like, they're gonna be rich motherfuckers. It's crazy.
the
Also
other thing,
the artifacts.
the other thing too is Mantis probably is aware of what stuff we have, and
Yeah,
theoretically is
And we're like
keeping
in a
that
low
into
magic
effect.
world,
So
also.
yeah.
So
So
Also, now that we're on it, unfortunately, the Staff of Nirvana really only gets better with the amount of magic you can cast secret, so that thing isn't going to change.
that's
But
fine.
the library and
Arm
Joan
to
of
man?
Arc's thing are going to change.
All right, I'll take free buffs.
+4 armor.
So yeah, your enhancement bonuses are going to increase by 1 Pluto.
okay.
And yeah,
Is that item like the sickest item you've ever seen, Pluto? I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's so
and
flexible.
uh,
That puts me a lot closer
for
to wealth
the
by level.
library, it's a D3 rounds.
That effectively increases my wealth by level
All
by
right.
another 15,000.
Well,
I'll
your
take it.
weapon and your armor goes up by 1.
Right. Yes.
That's more than 15,000, isn't it?
It's about that because if I was adding that and then keeping the other ones, then yeah, that's the other thing too. Is part of my wealth per level is like stuff that I'm not using. It's just like hanging out in my inventory. Because I have my like actual armor and my actual sword, which I don't think I can entirely get rid of because if like my Joan of Arc stuff gets dispelled or something, I might have to like use it, or if I'm in a situation where I can't use it or whatever. But especially the sword
Yeah.
in particular, because it takes a standard action to like re-equip it.
Yep.
The armor maybe not as much. If the Joan of Arc armor goes away, then I probably am just no armor. Unless I have like this armor on underneath the Joan of Arc armor. I don't know how that works. I think I just have to have no armor.
I
on
don't think you
activate
can
it.
23
have
rounds of time stop is pretty sick
Mm-hmm.
as a standard action.
Is there any armor type you could get that would be strong against water damage or cold? That might
Not
be
that-
worth considering.
Well, it has to be something I know about, like in character. So probably not that I know about.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, technically, dragon scale armor. If you get a dragon scale armor of the right element, you can get like a resist effect for
Well,
that element.
Luckily, I can turn into a dragon, and then you know about the dragon scale. It's perfect.
Oh boy, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's actually worth doing anyway though, because if we're gonna cast resist energy versus cold damage anyway, then I don't think they stack.
I think we definitely should do that. Do we have any more questions?
We have like
think
one
we probably
more.
have like one more.
Yeah, we have like one more we probably can ask, like the night before, basically.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of... No.
I'm not sure.
Where is Vincent?
Where is he?
We could scry on him, right?
Yeah, I
I've
guess
been trying to.
maybe Joan of Arc knows. Theoretically, she probably doesn't if the scry doesn't. If it's the same effect that's blocking the scribe, might be blocking this as well. But we'll try it.
Unknown.
Okay.
Well, I don't know
That's-
if there's an effect blocking
that's-
it or if it's just failing.
No, it's probably an effect blocking it because Joan of Arc doesn't know either.
or he's on
That's-
another
That's
plane.
actually still useful knowledge, though. Honestly. I don't know
I'm ready. I think.
I don't know if we actually do. We even know that Hester was like trying to scry on him? I don't know if she even told us that she was doing that.
Yeah, because I walked in on her when I asked her to use
Okay.
her mirror,
That's
and she
That's
said she
right.
was busy using it.
Yeah, and I guess I mean I was asking about Vincent last week as well because I am also curious about it. But at least I am content knowing that Hester is on board the fuck this Vincent guy line of thought now. At least probably.
Oh yeah. I'm
Because
gonna show him no mercy.
before you were like fairly sympathetic to him, and I was like the only one like, are you insane? This guy's a madman. Because yeah, I remember you being like okay with, or mostly
His
okay with,
motives are
like,
still ambiguous, but
Yeah.
he has
less
stung me
now.
personally.
yeah. Now that you have a personal grudge against him, you have more invested in his
Oh, and
downfall.
Twitter, I would have
Basically,
asked you if you found a mask.
we did.
I want it.
I think Charlotte has it.
No, I didn't take it. I just identified it.
Oh, you just
here.
identified it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who has
It
it
is a
then.
mask of non-detection.
Okay.
Does
It
that
works
mean
like
you
an
can't be
amulet of
scried on?
non-detection.
I
Yes.
don't think it strictly does, or maybe it does. If it's like the spell non-detection, it just gives you a really massive bonus for scrying, which virtually makes you unscryable. But
I'm gonna be the one unscryable.
although the item, I don't know the actual item. Maybe the item actually specifically does do that.
No, it gives a massive bonus.
Okay, just like the non-detection spell, then. So yeah, it makes you really hard to scry on.
Are we not fighting tonight?
No, we're not fighting tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be just next session, but.
I think
Yep.
I'm ready. I don't know. I probably forgot something in my level up.
Right, but Mantis did say it was gonna be a shorter session too, so I'm cool with that. I like
Yeah,
it better
no,
when we.
that's fine.
I like it. That way, hopefully, also we won't have the issue like we did this session where people are forgetting what buffs are on them. We'll just begin the
Yeah.
session with what buffs we're casting, roll initiative, and get right into it.
Yeah.
I'm so buff right now.
Well, Slangy is
So-
pretty strong, and that's a-okay with me.
My base attack bonus went up, but it didn't go up enough to give me an extra attack yet. Do I get that next level, or I think I get a level 16, which I don't even know if we're getting to level 16. Maybe at the very end of the campaign. No, I do get it. Okay, cool. Next level up, I'll have an extra attack.
I'm
I just
not,
got my extra attack.
I'm not exactly planning a level 16 thing, but I have a thing that's going to be unique to this game.
We're
What do-
almost done. I'm sad.
What are you planning to do after this campaign?
I'm not going to run game for at least a month,
Uh-huh.
depending on whether that's before or after this campaign finishes. I'm not sure. I'd like it to be after. But so
You have
maybe
to-
next, huh?
You have to leave here for a while soon.
Yeah, I'm doing a month-long certificate program
Oh,
in New
okay.
York. And they told me that I should expect the 9 hours in class plus 4 or more hours out of class every day.
Yeah, so you're not gonna have a lot of free time then.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so the
Yeah.
only sessions I'm going to be able to attend are going to be the Friday sessions.
Okay.
Yay!
So you'll miss a couple sessions of mine then too. Then that's fine.
I'll miss a couple sessions of yours, and if I'm still running my game, it's just going to be on hiatus.
Hopefully we
Uh,
can. because we're near the end of it, so maybe we'll be able to wrap it up before then. But if not, that's fine. I guess we'll just have a short little break,
I'll be right back.
before we do. But
Yeah.
So are we done today here?
Yeah. We're mostly done. Just make sure you have your stuff planned for like if you need a like character sheet for leveling. Like if you're using the Roll20 character sheets as opposed to the Hero Lab character sheets, go ahead and make sure you have everything planned out so that if we get into 2 fights next session, you can have everything ready and you don't have to spend any game time planning or leveling up.
Yep.
Okay.
so I wrote down. That's why I wrote down the amount of gold too for the item for after this next fight as well. So I should have that prepared this time.
Does anybody need an additional character sheet?
No.
No, I'm at a point where my level ups are just add a 1 in this box.
Yeah,
Okay.
my level ups aren't that bad. I just need to look at spells.